Welcome back, chess kids, to our digital utopia that we call YouTube. I'm happy to have you. Fun Master Mike is back to give you another ChessKid lesson. If you haven't subscribed already, go do so right there. Or, as my British friends would say, it's just there. It's just there. Okay, in any case, let's get back to some chess. Now, I've got a video on ChessKid that I released very recently called Attacking the Hook Pawn. And it was all about crushing your opponent by going after that hook pawn, often with a sacrifice. Here, white's got a hook pawn. White has this pawn on h3, which is going to be targeted by black. But you know what I didn't cover? I didn't cover how to defend. Defending is more like an art form. It's less science, it's more art. Maybe it's more science. The point is, you've got to be creative, you've got to be exact, and often it's like that extra level of thinking because you're focusing more on what your opponent wants to do than figuring out how to stop it. It's like an extra layer. But I'm not actually going to be your teacher today. Your teacher is going to be ChessKid star WIM/FM Alice Lee. She has so many titles, I can't even keep up. We have to give her a new ChessKid jacket because she keeps getting new titles and we can't fit them all right there. But in any case, let's see what happened at her recent game from the American Cup. Now, black tried to attack the hook pawn, and black sacrificed to open up her king. Oh no, she has very few pieces guarding her king. But you know what? The proof is in the pudding, as they say. Sometimes you have to accept the sacrifice to see if it works. In fact, if you don't take, you're just down a pawn, your h-file's open, the g2 pawn is weak. So here, if you think you can survive, you should probably take. You don't want to be getting attacked and down material. Of course, if you're getting mated by force, you should do something else, but she's not getting mated by force. The only way for the queen to get over in the attack to go after this pawn was to go backward. Queen back to c8. Obviously, queen takes h3 would be mate. So if you're thinking about moving this knight somewhere to make a discovered attack, all I can say is think again, because you don't get 2 titles in chess and 3 world championships like Alice by getting checkmated. So she plays a lot of very precise moves here. First one's not that hard to find. She played the move bishop to f1, bringing a piece backward, helping defend this pawn, of course. And now the queen hops into f5, and now you have to take great care. If you think guarding this pawn is the most important thing, Alice has some news for you. If you play rook to d2, it's actually mate in about 5. Can you find it? Queen f3 would be the first move. Obviously, if you block with your bishop, it is just queen and helper mate. I'm not going to do that. And if your king moves, there's a really cool sacrifice. Knight to g4, better take, rook check. When your king moves, okay, you can put the bishop in the way, it doesn't matter. Rook h1 is mate. So, Alice realizes sometimes when you're up a lot of material, and to a good player, an extra bishop is a lot of material, you can give a little bit back. So she plays the move bishop to g2, which is the most accurate move again, simply keeping the queen out of f3 and keeping an eye on this pawn. Now black tries to recover a little bit of material, queen takes. Black now has 2 pawns for the piece. Checkmate is threatened on g2, so Alice gets rid of the queen. So far, she's playing absolutely perfect defense. Queen goes back to h4. Now, if you're white, you've still got to be a little bit careful because although you've stopped these 2 pieces, the minute the knight gets in the attack, there could be a problem. Knight might go here, knight might go here. And funnily enough, Alice correctly goes for a counterattack, although she doesn't find the most precise move. She does find a move that is winning. She played the move knight to d5. However, she actually could have captured this pawn, an amazing idea. Now, it's not that you need to be greedy when you're defending or anything like that, but the main goal of this move is to trade knights with check and then trade queens, just get all the pieces off the board, right? Just make a whole bunch of trades on the chessboard. And funnily enough, her knight is not loose because if takes, she can sacrifice her queen. And when the rook takes, uh-oh, there's a back rank problem. It's just that. It's just that. It's checkmate, okay? Black can put the pieces in the way, but it's going to be checkmate. So knight takes would have been the most accurate move, but her move knight to d5 is still pretty good. It's offering a trade of knights, and when black refused the trade to bring the knight into a square like g3 or something, then Alice's knight goes back into defense. What a perfect knight on this square. This knight attacks the rook, helps guard h3, overprotects g2, and offers a trade of knights. The more pieces you get off the board, the better off you're going to be. Now, black tried this move rook to c6, but Alice made a trade. A check didn't really do anything. She just moved her king over, and after the rook was traded back, she got her queen back into the defense, and here it's time for black to resign. Because black, if he doesn't trade queens, the knight's hanging, and if black does trade queens, Alice would just take back, which would actually end up trapping this knight. You don't need 2 extra pieces to win, but it sure is kind of nice if you get that second piece. So she probably would go on to win the knight here, and well, she won the game. So congratulations to Alice. She is making waves at the American Cup, and we're very happy to have her on the ChessKid team. Thanks for joining me, Chess Kids, and thanks for learning from Alice.
Welcome to my world. Time to attack!
A knight on the rim is grim. Are you sure you know what you're doing?